As we get started with day 3 of the NFL draft, why hasn't Shedeur Sanders been drafted yet? To me, it comes down to one of 3 things. Number 1, his on-field evaluation within the NFL was that he wasn't worthy of being drafted in the first 3 rounds. Simple. Some of the smartest talent evaluators I know never viewed him as worthy of being drafted right at or near the very top of the draft. Falling out of the first round, not that big of a surprise. But most of those same evaluators still thought he was going to be drafted before the 4th round and were surprised that he wasn't taken on Friday based on their on-field evaluation. That said, they could all be wrong, and the NFL evaluators who passed on him collectively many times over could be right. Or it's the NFL evaluators who are all wrong, and Shedeur could make them look silly like Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, and many other players who annually are drafted lower than they should be. Being drafted lower than you should be literally happens in every round of any NFL draft. Number 2, he botched the interviews. I've heard some of his interviews were very bad. Who knows exactly how bad or why? Publicly, he did come out and say, if you're not trying to change the franchise and culture, don't get me. Who knows what he told teams behind closed doors, who he was willing to interview or not interview with. Quarterbacks being the face of the franchise, they're selling themselves as somebody that the franchise should feel confident will proudly be that face. That's not necessarily second nature to every single prospect. Maybe he rubbed some teams the wrong way. We'll probably never know. Or number 3, it's Dion Sanders. No, it's not Shedeur Sanders, the player who was evaluated. No, it's not Shedeur Sanders, the interview candidate. It's not even that Shedeur is Dion's son. If Dion was a great former pro who now owned a car dealership and wasn't in the limelight, literally speaking his mind into microphones daily, teams might not care. But Dion is a football coach of a major college program and literally said in the past he would consider coaching in the NFL if he could coach his sons. Teams might actually want to bring Shedeur Sanders into their organization, but they also want to keep Dion out, and they don't have an answer to that dilemma. The general manager and head coach who bring in Shedeur instantly open themselves to criticism from one of the greatest players of all time, who is not only willing to publicly speak his mind about how Shedeur's coach is managing his son, but also willing to take that coach's job in the future. To me, those are the 3 most likely reasons Shedeur hasn't been drafted so far.